Hi guys, what's up? I'm going live because I just thought I would try that, and I don't know if anyone's gonna pop on here or not. And if they do, hey, that's really cool. And if they don't, I'm just gonna talk. So I see you can tell I don't go live because I never know where to look. I never know where to look, and I know people don't care if you just look at the screen. I know they don't, so I'm just gonna do that because it's the most natural thing. All right, so I want to talk about context and how this is such a superpower that everyone needs to be implementing every minute of their lives. And I'm going to give you an example. So it's possible to do good things for yourself and not have the context of that this is benefiting you in a specific way or that it's a good thing that you're doing. So for instance, I used to have hangups about things that I would eat. Okay. And in my head, I thought that I was overly disciplined when it came to my eating. And so that even though I was eating very, very healthy foods, I thought in the world of other people, there was something disordered with my eating. And so with that, the food was never satisfying. It was always like this kind of dirty little secret that I would scarf down food secretly and then people would be like, "Oh wow, you eat really healthy," and I wouldn't give any attention to it. Hey, there's someone on. Hi. Anyway, as opposed to so that to illustrate what I'm talking about is that's the context of there's something wrong with my eating that I need to hide it or something, even though I'm doing all the right things. And I can just as easily have the mindset, have the context. I eat so healthy, and every time I put food into my mouth, I am giving a gift to my body. I'm giving a gift to myself, to my soul, and I'm doing a good thing. And this, I think, is why diets can be so life changing or why exercising can be so life changing is because when you do that, when you do a good thing for yourself with the context of, I am now showing myself some love or some respect, or I am now doing a good thing for myself, that can build such momentum in that line of thinking. And it's so powerful because then you get that going and you want to keep doing it. It feels really good. And all of the side effects of eating well, of exercising, you get that too, but you get it on such a deeper level that you wouldn't get otherwise. Or I would even go to say, the diet or the exercise doesn't work if you don't have that context of this is going to work and this is a good thing that I'm doing. Hey Dylan. I don't know how to pronounce the first name. Delirious? Anyway. So that's the power of context, and that shapes everything that you do because everything that you do has some kind of context. Another way that people put this is that everything has a story. Now, if any of you have watched Tony Robbins or delved into any kind of self-help, we all know right, stories are incredibly powerful. What story are you telling about yourself? What story have you told about your past? All of that. But it goes so deep. There is story around everything, around literally every object, every person, every action you take in your life has its own specific story. You do an action and you have a story whether that action is good or that action is bad. Now, everything really is neutral, is completely empty and meaningless and doesn't have a meaning, doesn't have a good or a bad. We place that onto it. And that's the power of it. That's the power of us, is we get to decide good or bad, good or bad. If you study Buddhism at all, people talk about duality mind and getting away from that. And the truth is that humans are just very dualistic. We just put things into categories. And we get to choose what category we're putting things into. Hey Ben. Yeah, happy to be doing the live. So with food, it's you get to decide, is this thing good for me or not? As opposed to just reacting, right, I'm eating a chocolate bar or something, and that means I'm a screw up or whatever you or there can be the thing of like, I'm eating a chocolate bar because this is just like what I need to have right now, and that's fine. And it's gonna make me feel better. And then I'm gonna go on with my day. And aren't I lucky that I have candy bars at my disposal? Thank you so much. Faith Seed was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I still haven't played it, by the way. So I haven't played it because I haven't played it. Well, I don't know. So I'm glad. I hope you killed me and that it was enjoyable for you. I hope you won. I just hope you won the game. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so this morning, or actually this is like, yeah, she's my favorite character too. um, so lately, like this week, I've been waking up and like often I can kind of start off my days kind of like with a low energy and I'm like a slow ramp up into the day. I get going around like noon. But lately I've been waking up and I've been doing yoga every morning. And if you guys aren't into yoga, I don't care. Like this isn't about yoga. This isn't like yoga will change your life. Again, it's about the story you tell about yoga, right? So yoga is like one more thing that I used to be kind of like embarrassed about. And so I would do it, but I didn't have the story that like it's so good that I do yoga in the morning. And like, oh, this doing yoga is an act of love to myself. This is like showing that, like, hey, I wake up in the morning and my first priority is me. My first priority is like, I'm going to put myself in the best position to have a great day. And I'm going to put on some good music and I'm going to just like feel myself. And I don't know about you guys, but like, I don't like doing kind of militant yoga. I kind of like to, like, I'll watch a class and I'll I'll follow along with an instructor. That can be really great too. And I love, especially when there's like a new sequence or a new move that I don't know anymore, or I don't know yet. However, what I like to do is just kind of like feel it out and go where my body wants to go, and even kind of turn into kind of like more of a dancey movement thing than anything. And so that's what I've been doing in the morning. And then, especially this morning, it was like, it was specific. There was intention behind my doing yoga that was like, no, I deserve this. This is what I'm doing with my time because I'm the priority, and I'm going to put myself as that priority. I'm going to like show that love to my body, to my heart, to my like soul. I'm going to put on like the best music I can have. And then this even extended into like, yeah, whatever, making myself like toast with bananas and cinnamon because, by the way, that's what you all should be having for breakfast because it's the best. You've tried yoga, but it's kind of hard for me. Yeah, like really try. Wait, what? Like really try become Zen, if that makes sense. Yeah, okay. So Ben, that's okay. That's okay. The thing about like thoughts is that's what they do. And the more that you just like pay attention to them and you work with them, it's like anything. You just like you kind of learn a kind of strength and stability with them as you cultivate them, as you pay attention to them. So yeah, and by the way, like yoga, whatever, I could get into the whole like how yoga has been co-opted in the West and how it's not what yoga is actually intended. Yoga is just movement. Like it's just a time when you can like really just get deep, like feel into your body, feel into all those like creaky crevices, and just like feel your breath, feel those thoughts, like pay attention to that mind and those thoughts. And again, like with what I'm talking about, like I don't care if you spend 5 minutes doing a good thing. And I don't care if this is yoga, by the way. If for you it's like hitting a punching bag, that's amazing. Do that. And what story do you have behind doing that? Do you have behind like putting that into your routine? If you have the intention, like, yeah, I do this and it's good for me, and this is just like part of my day, and it's 5 minutes and I get so much out of it, that prophecy will become true. And so as often as possible, like create good stories, good prophecies in your life that will become true. And look for the effects of that. Like you won't necessarily just see it I mean, hopefully, I hope you just like see it and feel it and it's immediate. But sometimes you have to do a little bit of digging and a little bit of like confirming that you are doing good things and that you're seeing results and that you're like, that you're getting what you wanted out of it, that the intention that you placed on whatever action you choose to do is giving you what you set out to get. That's what I'm going to say. And yeah, and this goes for everything. I'm talking a lot about like exercise and diet, but it honestly doesn't. It has to do with like talking to friends, playing video games, watching television, reading a book, playing music, anything. You have a story around all of these things that occupy your day, and the success of those things really depends on your story behind them. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, by the way, you can ask it. That's like the point of going live, right? I'm like excited that there's like 9 people on here. That's really cool. Yeah, another thing is like I've been away for a little bit and I went on a trip to the Saguenay. I went up north and it was so beautiful. And it was really a good reminder to take breaks, you know, and to, I think a good rule of thumb is like when you think you can't walk away, walk away. Walk away. Do that for yourself. When you're clinging, when you're clutching, when you're thinking I have to stay on this treadmill, you've created a treadmill for yourself. It doesn't exist without you upholding it, you know? So walk away, because ideally we don't want our lives to be treadmills. Yeah, Saguenay, Quebec. So like about 7 hours north of me. So beautiful. But so the story with this was I went up there thinking I'm going to have a working holiday. And I literally brought every piece of equipment, like electronic equipment that I own. I brought my tripod, I brought my camera, and I brought my laptop, and I even brought my like MIDI keyboard. And I was like, right, I'm going to do music and I'm going to make videos and I'm going to write and I'm going to do all the things that I've been doing down here. I'm going to take that up with me to Saguenay. So I'm going to get a vacation, but really I'm just going to keep doing everything that I've been doing. And then I got up there and it was actually like in the Tadoussac area. If any of you know this area, that's really cool. It was so beautiful. So anyway, we got up there, you know, and you even have to take a ferry to cross. Let me guess, you did none of that. Oh, how'd you guess? Of course I did none of it. But wait, let me tell the story. Okay, so I got up there and you even have to take a ferry, and I had no phone reception. Like none. I've never had no phone reception. And so not only did I not have Wi-Fi, I didn't have a phone. So I couldn't even, I work with a writing partner and we work over the phone, and we have like this program that lets us write at the same time. So that was one thing. And then I got up there and I panicked. I'm not going to lie. Like I panicked a little bit at the beginning thinking, oh my God, I don't have Wi-Fi. I am cut off from the world. What am I going to do? And I managed to get a phone and call my writing partner. And like we tried to do a few mornings, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to like write pages out on my computer and then take photos and then somehow try to get to like a Wi-Fi spot and send him the pages that I wrote and then wait for him to, I don't know. I was just trying to figure out how to do all these things. And meanwhile, my head was just not in it. And he was like, you know what I would do? I would just take a vacation. I would just take the opportunity. And I did that. And thank goodness I did that. No, I had no data. I had nothing on my phone. I had nothing. It was a useless piece of equipment that did nothing for me. Okay. So yeah, I took a break and I was like, I'm not doing anything. And also, by the way, like unhooking from Wi-Fi for a little bit was so good, because I did find myself just, you know, like lying on my bed and doing nothing and just thinking, or walking down to the water and just thinking and just being with myself. and just being still and like slow and not feeling like I have to produce something. Yeah, you do have to appreciate what's around you. Absolutely. And you have to like just kind of let go of that like leash sometimes. I don't know about you guys, but I often have like really high expectations of myself. Like I need to deliver, I need to produce, I need to keep going, I need to work hard, I need to build my momentum, and I need to like, I don't know, like build this channel or build a following or oh, become a better writer. Every day matters. I have to keep at this, keep at this. And yeah, and it's you're creating the structure for your life. You're creating the framework for how your life works at all moments. So if you create it that you have to always do that, cool, that's the life you get to live in. And you can also create it that like you get to take time out and that it refreshes and rejuvenates you. And then you get to come back to like your life with a completely new outlook of how you want it to work and how you want to be able to spend your time. Hi. Tethering data. Yeah. You do. I'm from Quebec. Hey, that's so cool. Welcome. Yeah, see? I wonder if you're French. You probably are. Anyway, so I don't know that I have that much more to say. That's just kind of what I wanted to come on here and talk about. So, so yeah, if any of you guys want to talk about anything, I'm here. I'm listening. How do I make a living exactly? That's a great question. I make a living from acting. I try not to focus too much on money. No, that's fine. I mean, it's an interesting question. I keep my expenses low, if I'm totally honest. I'm really good with money. I save a lot. Whenever I'm working, I save it so that I'm able to live on it for a long time. And yeah, I'm not right now. I can talk about past gigs, but like the things that are in the works, it's a little bit sensitive, so I'm not going to talk about things that are coming up, but I can talk about the past. But yeah, like at some point, I worked service industry jobs for a really long time. That's how I supported myself. And then I would act. And yeah, and there I just decided I was gonna be a full-time actor somehow. And I was really lucky at the time that my boyfriend at the time was still working. He like we both worked in the same restaurant. And he was going to keep working, and I'd saved up a bunch of money by waitressing, and so I gave myself like a certain amount of time, and I was going to live off that, and he was going to help if he had to. So I just decided, okay, I'm a full-time actor for like the next few months, and I did that, and it got crunchy at the end there. But yeah, I've pretty much been able to maintain that. I took like some nannying gigs some when I was in LA for a while. Yeah, that answers that. I don't know. Money's interesting though, because everyone is different. Everyone has different like money rules and money philosophies, and some people just like have money in their lives, and some people are always scrambling. Yeah. Okay, what's the bear? I can full on survive on potatoes. Okay, potatoes are delicious, by the way. Guys eat potatoes. What are your future? I'm sorry, I can't talk about the future projects, but yeah, I'm exploring a lot of different things. I'm like really, really getting into music too. So I have like some things, but then I also have personal projects that I'm really passionate about. More and more as I mature, I'm just more interested as opposed to like applying for work for other people to provide me with. I'm kind of more interested in my own creativity and what I can come up with. So that's that. Yeah. I'm curious if any of you guys are creative. I would love to see like I think everyone's creative, by the way. Obviously. Everyone's creative in some way. Ha! Oh, Hola, saludos desde Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. Okay. No, I'm not gonna play for you. Maybe some other, not right now, okay? Not right now. But I've been working on yeah, yeah. I started taking piano lessons again actually because like I've been doing a lot on my own and then I figured like I can use some help. I can use some help. That's also how I managed to survive on very little is I just find that there is so much for free. And I don't know if I've like manifested this or something, but honestly, sometimes I get frustrated because like I'll try to manifest money and literally what I get is I just manifest free stuff. I'm really, really good at it. I don't have to pay for a lot of things. Yeah, you tried. You tried. I just need to practice a bit more, okay? Okay? No, you're not horrible. Okay, so there's actually so much online. Justin Guitar. Maybe you've already come across that, but Justin Guitar is this amazing guitarist who offers his entire class and he like structures it and it's for free. For free. He says, "Yeah, give me a donation if you want," and you can find his playlists on YouTube or on his website. So that's a good place to look. But there's so much online. There's so much on YouTube. I've had a guitar for 10 years that I've never learned to play. Well, now's the time. You know, if you can play a G chord, you got it. You can play that C, that G, that D, you sweet A minor. Do you know how many songs you can actually play with that? That's actually the trick to playing guitar. Is you just get yourself a capo. You learn 4 chords. You learn how to do the cheap F chord. You don't try for that full F. Not your first go around. You cheat it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I did musician for a while. It's like, well, it's like a video game, so I just thought it was fun. Oh, really? You don't know how to tune it? Come on. Come on. You get an app and you play the string, and it goes, that string is not the string it's supposed to be. It's not the note it's supposed to be. And then you tune it. You just go. You might have to take it into a music store if it's really bad. If you need to change the strings. I'm also curious whether you're playing acoustic or electric. I have always had acoustic, and it's way harder. Just the strings themselves are really tough. So, yeah. I do want. See, you get me. I do want to be seen as more than Faith. That's really nice. But yeah, it is how people find me. It's so surprising, by the way, guys, what the response has been. By the way, about Faith Seed, I did not expect that at all. So I am very, very touched and honored that all of you liked her so much. I definitely did. And I remember when I I didn't know she was a boss because I guess I just like strongly identify with my characters. So I'm like never the villain in my head. And then I remember I went in to work on something and they didn't tell me what I was working on beforehand. I would just go into the space and I would work. And the director was like, "Okay, now imagine they're throwing like fire skulls at you." And I was like, what am I doing? And I had to like, move around or do things because it's motion capture. And he kept doing these things like, "Okay, now imagine, like, now yell or something and like shoot flames or something." And then I was like, "Wait, is this a boss battle?" And the director's like, "Yeah, of course it is." Which I guess I should have clued in earlier. And I discovered I was a boss. I was like, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight him. Aw. Oh, it's morning. Where are you? Anthony, where are you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to end this soon, I think. I was an epic boss. I'm so glad. I hope I was difficult to kill. Like I hope they didn't make it, like just a throwaway boss. I hope you guys died a few times, and had to keep coming back and keep coming back till you finally got it. India. Oh, okay, that's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, Joseph Seed. I know a lot of people liked. It's interesting. A lot of people like had their own favorites in that game. 3 a.m. Guess where? Well, what's 3 hours? England, France, Belgium. In the infamous mode. Good. Okay, I'm glad. I hope I put up a fight. I hope so. I think also, by the way, at first there was. Oh, I can give you. I think I'm allowed to divulge this because like the game's out now. Originally, there was talks about potentially there was an alternative ending after the boss battle where you got to have Faith, kind of like dead Faith, as a like a side character, and she helped you. That was talked about, and then I guess I don't know. They probably just ran out of time or ran out of money. The voice acting, it was. I mean, it was a few sessions, like really spread out. So it was even like a few months, but like spread out. Yeah, and surprisingly, if you guys are interested, like the shooting of motion capture is the closest to theater I've ever gotten when working on film. So, which was so fun because like we created it from the ground up. It was like I was in there just like on the stage with Footy, and he was like, "Okay, your Faith. Like, how do you want to move? Like, this place is yours, and the designers will create the forest, will create the field out of your actions, you know." So that was so cool, so fun. We still call you Faith. Yeah. A few months is amazing. I mean, it was spread out, but yeah, I got to like live in that character for a while. Yeah, yeah. And apparently also they looked for this character, like they were trying to cast this character for a really long time. This is what I heard. And I never auditioned for video games or anything like that before. And I went in not knowing what I was doing. And I was like good friends with the casting director. And she was like, okay, so just like have fun with this, like talk to the camera, seduce the camera, like just like really have fun. And I kind of like went all out. And then I remember I left the audition and my feeling was I just made the biggest fool of myself. Like I may have just ended my career. Like what did I just do? And and then I got it, and the directors were like, "No one did what you did. We found the girl." Yeah, so interesting. What kind of acting roles have I done in the past? Usually I'm like the sweet innocent one. Mm, yeah, that's kind of the acting roles. And lately, yeah, I don't know. That's my typecast. That's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, Kurt. Kurt Flirt. Kurt Flirt. Yeah, I like my voice. It's an alright voice. Yeah. Take a shot every time Faith is mentioned. Seriously. Sorry. I'm just okay. I have to go. Guys. But yeah, this has been amazing, and I'm gonna try doing this more often. I will be. Hey, this is so cool, and I'm gonna be doing this more often because this is just a great way to do it. And yeah, I'm even like wondering if I should just stop slaving away at videos and just do this. So let me know because maybe I can just do this. All right, don't go. It's not for sleep. I got plans. Saturday night, you know, you know. Come on. I don't even remember how I said it. I'm sorry, Manuel. Yeah, I'm sad I missed you too. Cool. Cool. I'm not gonna do the Blizz. I'll save it. All right. Okay, but I love you guys so much, and have a beautiful evening. Okay, bye.